I am recording this using my ZealSound BKD-12A microphone. I purchased this microphone to use with my iPhone or iPad to record family stories to add to my genealogy records. To create a recording, there are thousands of hardware and software components to choose from. There is the computing device used to record that can either be a computer, a tablet, or a smartphone. Critical to go with the computer is to have the proper software to do the recording. Also critical is the microphone. For podcast use, typical microphones can be either dynamic for capturing a wide range of sounds from many directions, or condenser microphones that are best for capturing voice recordings. Condenser mics typically need to be pointed at the speaker and tend to pick up less surrounding background noise. They also pick up a wider vocal range than your typical dynamic mic, which makes the voice sound better. It is important to understand if your recording device needs a digital signal or an analog signal for its input. In this case of the BKD microphone I'm using here, it is a condenser mic that is putting out a digital signal through its USB connector. An extremely useful feature with this mic, it also has a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack for monitoring your recording as you make it. If your recorder needs an analog signal, you can use the headphone jack as the input to broadcast analog. Being an amateur, my first attempts were awful. Take a lesson. This is a test using my BKD-12A microphone plugged into my iPhone 12, recording using GarageBand. One mistake, I set my phone on a wireless charger while recording, which created an awful background buzzing. This I discovered on my own, but all my other discoveries were thanks to Google and YouTube searches. Don't just think your first experience is the only results possible. Through research, I now understand how to use all the same equipment as my first failure to get high-quality results. Here are a few things I've learned. The iPhone Lightning port provides around 100 milliamps of power, or 3.3 volts, while a computer USB port provides 500 milliamps of power. My recordings plugging the mic directly into my phone were choppy and seemed to skip. To use an iPad or iPhone, you need a method to supplement the power to the microphone. The method I used, I plugged my microphone into a power USB hub, and using the Lightning to USB adapter, I plugged the hub output into my iPhone. Hear the difference here with and without added power. This is a recording using my BKD-12A microphone and using the Thunderbolt USB adapter and plugging straight into my iPhone. In this particular method, the microphone is only getting the 3.3 volts for power. This is a test where I've taken my BKD-12A microphone, I've plugged it into a USB 3 power hub, and I've used a USB to Thunderbolt connector to plug the power hub into my iPhone 12. My first attempt at recording using my iPhone, I found using the Memo recording app, it wanted to use my phone's mic instead of my digital external mic. I could not find a method to change the mic input to Memo Recorder, but I did find that by using the GarageBand recording app that came with my iPhone and computer, I was able to switch the input, taking advantage of the superior external mic. Probably my last discovery, I Googled methods to record podcasts. I think all the best podcasters use some type of software similar to macOS GarageBand and apply several filters to improve the voice sound. This recording is my first attempt to use filters.